go. I've got some eye masks on because I'm like, oh, I might as well pamper myself with this sleep deprivation that I'm about to face. And I think I want to do like a red and blue kind of look, but like not blue and red, but like a red matte with like a blue cut crease. Cause your bitch is being extra today. So I already put sunscreen on like the top half of my face so that like I don't mess up anything that I put on my regular face. Regular face? Okay, I'm just gonna slap on some concealer. Get into it. Alright, so I'm going in with the Revolution X Soph X Revolution. You know who she is. Extra Spice palette, which is a great palette for beginners and experts, just saying. I want to go into the shade Reputation, Enchanted, Mulled Wine, and 21 to kind of like be my crease shades, my mattes. So I'm going to go in with the shade Enchanted real quick. And I'm going to like draw in a crease because I haven't done that in a while. Should be interesting. And I'm just taking an angled eyeliner brush. Sorry if you guys can hear the rock tumbler going in the background. We are tumbling rocks. We put some fire agates in there. Real exciting. Alright, I'm gonna just like blend that to its a cohesive line. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the shade 21, which is this bright like comic red. And I'm gonna like put that into my crease and bring it up to basically almost my brow bone. And you're like, why are you putting that without blending out the other shade? Just trust the process. Trust the process. And I'm gonna put that on like my outer V, like the outer corner, to make like a V shape, kind of like that. It's like a tapered teardrop, but it's on my eyelid. And you're gonna wanna blend, 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 blend until that's like blended out. And then I'm going with Mulled Wine, which is this wine kind of shade, and I'm putting that in between the deepest part of the crease and my transition shade to blend those two together. And then I'm gonna go in with another blending brush to kind of just make it softer and go back over it again. And I might go back in with a little bit more of Enchanted to make that a little bit deeper. I keep saying I want to do a bright look, and then I keep going in to make it deeper and deeper, and it ends up being dark. It always ends up being dark because I'm dark. When I say trust the process, I really mean it. And I'm so sorry that the vent is going off in the background. I can't cut it off because I don't pay the bill around here. But you know, it's all fine. So I'm actually gonna go in with the Mega Conceal from Makeup Obsession to create a cut crease. I want the cut crease to actually be a little bit above my actual crease in my eyes. And so I wonder I'm gonna do that Instagram thing. I'm pulling all sorts of Instagram things in this video. I honestly hate the whole putting it on your lower lid and then looking up thing, because I get nothing. I get nowhere because I've got small lids. I've got a lot of lid space, but my eyelids themselves are small. Like you see that did nothing. And the same thing with the whole drawing in the darkest shadow first. I really don't like that. I really prefer building it up because I feel like I get a better blend that way. Sure, if you do it this way, you get more intense color payoff, but with the way I normally do it, you're gonna get color payoff either way. Maybe it works for if you're like not good at creating a cut crease or something. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying that I'm good at doing a cut crease. It's just that I do cut creases every day, so it just is easier for some. Love, 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 love how crisp that line is on my left eye. Love that. So I'm just gonna go in and just pat over all the concealer I laid down to kind of like set it in a way. And I think I want to blend the edges before I go in with the blue shimmer. And the blue shimmer I'm going to use is the one from the Zolo palette from Juvia's Place. Also, Juvia, we need to have a conversation. I don't know if it was that batch specifically or what, but that palette kind of was iffy. Like, the mattes in there don't want to cooperate with me. Can you, like, do something about that? If not, I understand. But, like, what's going on? I keep hearing this is the best eyeshadow in the world, best eyeshadow in the world. But it's like, the only shade in there that I'm finding that are good are the shimmers and this orange. Just help. I don't understand. So I'm just gonna go in with that blue on a flat brush, and I'm gonna like pat, 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 and then blend in a stroking way. Like, you wanna stroke it and not like swirl it. And I'm gonna put this about 3/4 away to my inner corner because I wanna go in with that Skin Kiss highlight to kind of add a little bit more dimension and blend. Because I'm not one for just one color in my crease. I'm not one for just one color on my lid. I'm one for all the colors. I think I have a makeup addiction, which I don't mind having. Alright, and then I'm going to go back in with that Mold Wine shade on that blending brush and just kind of pat, 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 and then blend towards the shimmer to kind of make it cohesive, and just keep blending until the shimmer basically blends in with the mattes. I cleaned off my brush on like an abrasive paper towel, and now I'm going in with that Skin Kiss highlight from Revolution, which I am so sad they discontinued, because at first I thought it was like overhyped, but then I actually got it and I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, look at that, look at that, loving that. I don't know if you can really see it because it's too bright in here, but it's like a white and silver shimmer. I love it. I love it. I'm living for it. And I'm just going to put that in the front part of the lid cut crease. I'm even putting it in my inner corner to use as a highlight, like its intended purpose. But we all know this is too opaque to be just a highlight. Like, it's not as opaque as Infinity, which is the best silver shimmer I have ever come across. Like, Revolution and their shimmers, they're not playing games. Their mattes are kind of playing games, but their shimmers are here for the win. They are not playing games. And I think this cut crease is a little asymmetrical, so I'm just gonna go in with my brush and just round out the front of that. There we go. These eye masks are from Simi, and I don't know if they're really doing much to help with my like eye hydration. They say to leave them on for 30 minutes, but like, I left them on for a good while and they're still like, my eyes are still looking sunken in. I don't know. Anyone else tried these before? Let me know in the comments. Alright, I went up with my SPF off camera, and now I think I'm gonna like put on like some concealer and some contour and some bronzer. Oh wait, I meant contour, not contour. Because, you know, we gotta say it the proper way. Just gonna go in with some contour and some blush and some concealer and all that goodness, because my skin is not happy with me, so we're not putting on foundation. I keep saying we as if I'm not sitting alone in my living room talking to a tiny screen. Like, it's just a phenomenon. I love how humans will pack bond with just about anything. And I know this looks like a lot. I know it looks like a lot. I'm purposely trying to use up the rest of this product because I don't want to throw it away, but I don't want to have it anymore. So I'm just going to go in with this brush and I'm going to like swirl it around so the product blends in with my skin. And this is the stick concealer from Black Radiance, which I'm living for, except they only have 3 shades. So if you're outside those 3 shades, you're out of luck, even though like they're supposed to be on about Black Radiance and Black Beauty. Just if you're outside of those 3 shades, be it you're too light or too dark, not for you. Let me just blend this out better off camera. Is it just me, or does anyone else's undertones change by like day to day? Because if I put this concealer on yesterday, it would not have matched to save me at all. But putting it on today, after it blends out, it matches perfectly fine. I feel like it's bizarre that my skin tone like wants to change its undertones day to day. Because some days I will look genuinely gray when I wake up. And other days I'm looking like I just got kissed by like 1,000 suns. Also, for anyone who's saying the e.l.f. Camo Concealer does not blend out, try using a wet sponge and using a very slippy primer underneath. If you're using the Milk Hydro Primer, it's not going to blend out. It just won't. I don't know what my neighbors are doing, but they've been hammering since 7:30 a.m. And it's getting ridiculous because it is now after 1 p.m. I don't know if they're building a bookcase or what, because I've built my fair share of bookcases and it does not take this long. And I don't start at 7:30 a.m. in an apartment. I think I said it loud enough that time for them to hear me over their incessant banging. So hopefully they'll quiet down, even if it's just for a little bit. Wow, my face looks fucking round. Okay, let's find a dark blush so that I can try to slim down my face. Actually, I think we're gonna go in with like this mulled wine, because I used to use it as a blush every now and again. And I think it really fits with this look since it's like already in the eyes. Just bringing the eyes into the cheeks, add some cohesiveness. And the Alexandria lady on YouTube, I watch her a lot, but I can't remember her last name to save my life. She did a video about how blush totally changes your face too, dude. And it really does. Because, like, in high school, I used to do my blush like this to slim down my face and make me look more mature. I know it makes my face look longer. I don't mind having a long face. I don't mind having a long face. I cry all the time, so I might as well have a long face to match it. But when I'm going to like concerts or like a Hello Kitty convention, I would put it here and like a little bit on the underside of my nose to make my face look rounder and younger, you know? If you look at my like Lolita videos, you'll see that. You'll see that. And I might put a little bit on the, just down the bridge of the nose, because if you put it under, it makes you look more innocent. But I'm just going to bring it down the bridge of the nose just to add some color into my face. At least I look a little less pale. Anyone ever try eating an eye mask? I really want to try eating an eye mask for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like, maybe it's the pica. Right, Boogie Boredom Buddies. Let's go down to our lower lash line and try to make this look a little bit more cohesive. So I'm taking that same fluffy blending brush and I'm going into mulled wine and I'm putting that like in the under eye. And I look like I got punched in the face. And that's okay, because that's kind of what we're going for. Maybe if I tap it, it'll be better. In short summary, it was not better by tapping it. I want to do something like a little bit brighter, so I'm going to go back in with that 21 shade. Oh, now I definitely look like I got punched in the face. It'll be better after you put on lashes. It's always better after you put on lashes. Kind of like with that teal and orange look I did a couple weeks ago. I don't know when I posted it, but I did it a while ago. It looked ridiculous until I put on lashes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my goodness, I didn't know people could do that. Oh my gosh, this colorblind, it's so fantastic. Oh my gosh, you look like you fell from the sky. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of that blue shimmer from the Zulu palette. I'm going to bring it on like the front half of my under eye to like, I don't know, add some color cohesion and add a little bit more glimmer under my eyes. I always like putting like a little bit of highlight right in this front part of my under eyes, and the camera keeps going out of focus and it's making me kind of borderline homicidal. So I'm gonna go in with this Glitterly Obsessed in You're a Firework from ColourPop. Isn't that so pretty? It's got little stars in it, and it's not eye safe, but when has that ever stopped? All right, so I just want to use the tiniest bit, and I kind of want to just dab it like where the shimmer meets the matte. Just like that. Oh my god, it looks like a treasure chest. You can't see all this glimmer on the camera, but it's just like, it looks like a treasure chest. I'm not even joking. probably should have put on liner before I put this on, but I think I'm gonna be able to make it work. So I think I'm gonna go in with the felt tip liner because I don't feel like getting a pot eyeliner and a brush. Sorry, I just had to go to a darker room so you could see how pretty this glitter is. Like, who is she? You got the gold, the blue, the green, and the pink. Who is she? This camera won't focus and it's making me homicidal. Also, a little tip for doing eyeliner, if you have like shaky hands, you're not good at drawing a fine line, just tap to create the shape. This works way better if you have like a juicy eyeliner. This one's not so juicy because I've had it for a little bit, but it's just a hack that I figured out with doing years of car makeup. I'm actually also gonna do like lower lash line liner because just why not? I've been really living for it lately. Should I do 1 or should I do 3? I decided on 3 for the liner just to make it like a little bit more out there, adventurous, kind of spacey. And I'm trying to decide what highlight to use. I grabbed the Hit the Lights palette because it has really interesting shimmers. Like, I originally got this palette just for the 7 shades in the middle, but then all the other shimmers in here are really nice. I don't really like the matte so much. They are nice and blendable, but like there's nothing extremely special about them. The blue and the green and the yellow are kind of out there, but there's nothing too special about them. So I don't really know what kind of highlight I want to do, because I know early in the summer I was doing like those 2 middle shades right there because they're very glittery, like so glittery, and I love a glittery highlight. I've always loved the glittery highlight, but I kind of want to be subtle because I don't want to draw attention away from the eyes. I don't know. All right, to start it off, I think I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit of Beam, just as like a little glow. And then I'm gonna go over on top and like pat a little bit of glitz on. Just pat it. No, I'm not gonna pat it. I'm gonna go full in. I'm gonna go full hand. Ooh. Ooh, bitch. Ooh. Okay, I need to stop before I end up highlighting my whole face, but I think that's what I'm gonna do today. Just putting it there and add a little bit of Beam on my nose because I noticed that like glittery highlight does not look good on the nose. It looks kind of bad on the nose and kind of bad on the chin. Do not use a glittery highlight on your chin. You will look weird. That's at myself. And I think the middle part of my face looks too powdery and the rest of it looks too shiny, but you know what? It's gonna have to do. I think I'm gonna pop on these lashes I just cut up. Autofocus, cooperate? No, you don't want to, you say? That's fine. I'll just throw you in the fucking garbage. Don't play with me, bitch. I'm just gonna put on these lashes I cut up because, I mean, they're not the ones I wanna wear today, but they're gonna be the ones I'm wearing today. So I'm just gonna take a dab of this. My bread? Dab of the glue, and I'm gonna put it like towards my inner corner on the lash line for an extra security. And I like to put it on the outer corner too, just in case, because you never know. What if it starts raining? Just gotta be prepared. The air conditioner's on. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I don't have control over it because I don't pay these bills apparently. Oh, that's good enough. That's good enough. That's subtle. I never liked subtle. So I went on a double date with my boyfriend and one of his high school friends, and we were talking and stuff, and she's like, oh, so where your family from? And I'm like, what do your parents do? I'm like, and then it's just, she was asking so many big, hard-hitting questions, and she's like, so he has kids, do you plan on having kids? And I'm like, because I have real bad PCOS, and it's just like not a likelihood at this point. I've got a lot of issues and I'm on hormone therapy, and even with that I'm just like, because the likelihood is very, very low, and she's just asking all these questions and I'm just like and on top of that I had a blood sugar crash, so I was not happy and I kept almost passing out, so that was great. And I went to go get a drink and I ended up lost, and I called him 9 times and he didn't answer his phone, so I was in an even worse mood. And on top of that I got the good old social anxiety, so I was awkward as fuck. Look at these biceps. Do you even lift, bro? Do you even lift? I don't lift, not anymore. Alright, so this is the final look. Ignore my edges. Should I go lay my edges? I don't want to lay my edges, but I should probably lay my edges. How do you like these feet in braids? I did them myself. I'm gonna go lay my edges and then we're gonna go over the final look. Alright, I finally laid the edges. Time for the narcissistic montage. More tutorial like things instead of a get ready with me kind of like thing where I just talk and 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 talk, unless people want to hear me talk and talk and talk and talk, because I personally like it when people talk and talk and talk most of the time, unless I'm trying to recreate something, then I need instructions. But yeah, so this is my red and blue look. I love it so far. I would probably put on some bigger lashes because I don't feel bougie enough. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye! Oh my god. Oh my god.